Most people don't become poor from one big mistake. There is no single dramatic event that seals their fate. Instead, the path to financial struggle is paved with small, seemingly insignificant choices. They become financially stuck because of small habits repeated every day, every week, every month. Habits so normal, so deeply woven into the fabric of their lives, they don't even notice them. And that is what makes them so profoundly dangerous. They are silent saboteurs of our financial well-being. Money habits are often invisible. They hide inside daily routines, disguised as convenience or necessity. A small purchase here, a subscription there, the daily coffee you don't make at home, the premium gas you don't really need. A decision made without thinking, a transaction completed in a fraction of a second. One habit may not matter. One single latte won't bankrupt you, but repeated for years, it shapes an entire financial future. The cumulative effect is staggering. Many people don't know where their money goes. They have a vague sense of their income and major bills, but the rest is a fog. They earn, they spend, they repeat, a cycle that feels inescapable. Not because they are careless, but because spending has become automatic, a reflex rather than a conscious choice. The problem is not one coffee, one meal, or one small purchase. It's not about shaming yourself for small pleasures. The problem is never paying attention. It's the lack of intention behind the spending. Awareness is the beginning of financial control. It is the light that illuminates the hidden corners of our spending. Example: a 1-minute end-of-day review can reveal patterns you never see in motion. Simply asking, "Where did my money go today?" can be a revolutionary act. When income increases, lifestyle often increases with it. This is known as lifestyle inflation. Better phone, better clothes, better car, better apartment, more expensive dinners, more frequent vacations. At first it feels like progress, it feels like the reward for hard work. But if every raise creates new expenses, wealth never grows. The gap between income and spending remains stubbornly thin. This is why some people earn more but still feel financially trapped, living paycheck to paycheck on a 6-figure salary. Example: pre-commit a portion of every raise before lifestyle expands. Automate 50% of any new income directly into savings or investments. You won't miss money you never see. Many people avoid looking at their finances because it feels uncomfortable. It triggers feelings of shame, anxiety, or overwhelm. They don't check spending. They let bank alerts go unread. They don't review debts. They don't plan. They hope things will just work out. Avoidance creates temporary comfort, but long-term stress. The unopened bill doesn't go away. It just gathers interest. What you avoid financially usually becomes more expensive later, both in dollars and in peace of mind. Example: schedule a 15-minute weekly money check to reduce fear through routine. Put it in the calendar like any other appointment. This consistency transforms a source of anxiety into a manageable task. People often spend money not for themselves, but for how they want to be seen. A lifestyle can become a performance, curated for an audience on social media or in the real world. But looking successful is not the same as becoming wealthy. One is about image, the other is about substance. The more money used to impress others, the less money is left to build freedom. True wealth is the freedom to not have to impress anyone. Example: design status, free joy, experiences that feel rich without costing rich. A hike with friends, a home-cooked meal, a visit to the library. Many people wait for the perfect time, the perfect moment to get serious about their finances. When income is higher, when life is easier, when they understand everything. They are waiting for a green light that may never appear. But wealth is built by starting small. By starting now, with what you have, from where you are. Waiting feels safe. It feels like prudence. But it's a trap. But time is one of the most powerful forces in wealth building. It is the magic ingredient in the recipe of compounding. The earlier small habits begin, the more time they have to compound. $1 saved at 25 is far more powerful than $1 saved at 55. These habits all come from the same place. They are rooted in our basic human psychology: comfort, avoidance, social pressure, short-term reward. The brain chooses what feels easy today. It is wired for immediate gratification, a survival mechanism from a different era. But wealth requires choosing what benefits the future. It demands a conscious override of our primal instincts. And that choice begins in small, repeatable moments. It begins with the decision to be aware. The goal is not to become perfect. The pressure of perfection, of flawless budgets and zero mistakes, is a trap. It makes us feel like if we can't do everything right, we shouldn't do anything at all, so we quit before we even begin. The real goal is to become aware, to simply notice where your money's going without judgment. Awareness is the gentle light that shows you the path forward, one step at a time. So start there. Track one habit. Just one. Maybe it's the daily coffee, the streaming service you forgot you had, or the late-night food delivery. Don't try to change it yet, just watch it. Then, change one pattern. The automatic yes to a sale. The after-work purchase to de-stress. Interrupt the script. Make one better decision repeatedly. Because a single choice is just a data point, but a choice repeated becomes a habit. And habits, over time, design your life. Financial change rarely starts dramatically, with a lottery win or a sudden windfall. That's the movie version. In reality, it starts quietly, with a single thought, a question, a choice to do something just a little differently today. Set rules that remove decisions. Automate your savings so the money's gone before you have a chance to miss it. This isn't about willpower, it's about designing a system where the right choice is the easiest one. Separate your money for bills from your money for spending. Give them different accounts. This simple act creates a firewall, so your lifestyle can't quietly borrow from next month's rent. Create small buckets for future costs, what some call sinking funds. A little each month for car repairs, annual subscriptions, or holiday gifts. This turns a future crisis into a predictable, manageable expense, helping you avoid debt spikes. Add friction to impulse. Institute a 24-hour pause on any non-essential purchase over a certain amount. A little bit of time and distance is often all it takes to change the choice. Schedule money on the calendar like any other priority. A weekly 15-minute check-in to review, adjust, and reconnect with your goals. List your debts, pick a method, any method, and attack one balance at a time. The feeling of eliminating one debt, no matter how small, creates the momentum to tackle the next. Reduce social pressure by curating what you see. Unfollow accounts that make you feel like you need more. Your attention is a currency. Spend it wisely. Swap expensive signals for shared experiences. A walk in the park, a home-cooked meal, a game night. True connection rarely costs much. Make progress visible, even if it's small. A simple chart, a running tally in a notebook. Your brain needs to see the wins to get its reward from the right place. Invest in your earning power, a new skill, a certification, a side project. It's the one upgrade that increases your income without raising your monthly bills. Define a personal style that doesn't chase trends. When you know what you like, you're immune to the constant pressure to buy the next new thing. Pull the future into the present with clear, specific gratitude for what you have now. Contentment is a skill, not a circumstance. Turn your goals into cues you see every day, a picture on your lock screen, a note on your mirror. Keep your why in constant view. Attach your numbers to a feeling you crave, more time, more choice, more calm. Money is just a tool, the feeling is the real goal. Track the metrics that matter to you, not to others. Your savings rate, not your salary. Your net worth, not your neighbor's new car. Let compounding do the heavy lifting. Your job isn't to create massive gains overnight, it's to consistently repeat the small, boring inputs and let time work its magic. Setbacks will happen. A car will break down. A job will be lost. Life is not a straight line. Plan for them with an emergency fund, so a setback doesn't automatically become new debt. When you get off track, review without shame. Adjust without drama. Because momentum, sustained over time, always beats short bursts of perfection. The habits that keep people poor are usually not loud, dramatic failures. They are silent, 1,000 tiny, automatic transactions. They look normal because everyone else is doing them too. They feel harmless in the moment. What's one more subscription? What's one more dinner out? But over time, they decide everything. Notice a habit. Name it. Add a small nudge. This is the work. Track one spending category. Automate your savings. And meet with your money once a week. Reduce status pressure. Start before you feel ready, and find ways to reward your progress that don't involve spending. Keep your future self in view with every small choice you make, because real, lasting financial change doesn't shout for attention, It whispers, it shows up early, in the quiet moments of decision. It looks ordinary, like a choice anyone could make, and over time that ordinary choice, repeated with intention, becomes everything.